What is going on, guys, and welcome back to your all new Java tutorial. So today we will learn to do something really interesting. Have you seen we know let's go and give an example. So this is an example of a text file. So for example, we will learn to write a lot of objects inside a text file like this. So let's go ahead and do this right now. So for that, let's go to File, New, and go to Java project. So here we will name our Java project W and writing. So we'll just say writing and reading. So let's go ahead and say finish right here, and now let's go to this small button right here and go to source. Let's go to new and let's go to class. So let's name our class doing right here. In this we're doing something. So let's get our main method from here by checking this box right there, and let's click finish. And now as you can see, this main method is here first. So now let's go ahead and make some give some names to this file. So for example, I will give like string name first equals to, I will give like Jonny Johnny since. So this is the first name of this file. So now second name equals to let's go ahead and give like some Nikki. She is personally my best. She's good, I mean. And let's go ahead and give like third name. So string name 3 is equal to let's say it's Undertaker. So now let's go, after doing this, let's go ahead and write this objects, this name1, name2, and name3 into a text file. So for that, let's go ahead and give try and catch clause, so that we don't have to do a lot of mess. You will know about it later. So just put your code inside this try for now. So we are going to use something known as file. So basically right now we are going to write this text into a text file. So for that we need to put file output stream, and let's give a name to it. So let's say file equals to new file output stream, and let's give a name of that text file where you want to store these three names. These are Johnny Sins, Nikki, and Undertaker. These are actually objects. I mean, name1, name2, and name3 are assigned to these values. So we want to store these three values in a text editor. So it's like storing an object. So for that we are using file output stream, and we have given the name of file output stream as file, and now we are assigning this to, let's name it like names, since it's names. So let's go and deal with names.txt file. So this txt is basically, anyway, you can just give it .bin or anything you like. So but give it text because this is a text, so I'm giving a text file. Now just open a curly braces and then just hit enter. You might see a bit this error right here. It's because you haven't imported it. So to import it, just click this error, and you can either double click this, or I prefer typing Control Shift and O. So this is going to import file in output stream for me. And now let's go ahead and give our main thing. So that is object output stream. So object output stream, we are basically gonna write now. So I'll just keep WRIT write, and let's go ahead and give new object output stream, and let's give this file right here. So file in this way, and then just in this. So now it will basically show an error right there, but don't worry about it. It's because you haven't imported the object output stream. So let's go and do this. So after we're done about this, still there's some errors. So this is because we have not thrown any errors. So it's because if this file output stream cannot find a a file named names.txt, then it will basically throw some errors to us. So similarly, in the same way, if this object input stream will not get any object to write in this file, then this will throw some exceptions. So for that, let's go ahead and click this one, and we can just add catch clause to surrounding try. So let's go ahead and do it. So now, as you can see here, is input output exception. So it's because you don't have to do lengthy parts, so that I want you to follow this method, like try catch method. So now let's go ahead and write some objects to our file. So basically, we have already named our objects, that is name1, name2, and name3. So let's go ahead and write it down. So for that, we'll use write dot write object. So we're going to write object. So what's the name of our object? So the name of our first object is name1, and let's in this. So now second, we'll write it again. So I say write dot write object. So write object. So we're going to do name2. So similarly, you will do the same thing for third object, but I prefer copying and pasting it because it's all the same. So it's name3. So now what we have done is we have written this name1, name2, and name3. So if you want to see it being written, then just run this file program by clicking this run button right here. I pressed it several times, but don't worry, you can do it just a single time. And now just go to this WNRS, this Java project right here, and right click this file, and you can see a refresh button there, right? So just click refresh button, you can see the same text file appear right here. That means this, you have created a names.txt file, and you have written something into this file. So if you want to read it, then you can basically double click it to see as well. You can see here, like you have written Johnny, Sins, Nikit, and Undertaker. It's in this format because this what do you call it, like font might not be available in my computer, so it's showing in this format. You can basically read and read this file. So to read the file, you will use a similar type of function. Is because you have basically used file output stream right here. So in the similar manner, you will use something known as I think it's a bit confusing for you guys to doing this same method. So let me go ahead and create a new method named public static void, and I will give it something like read, and let's go ahead and put on our braces right there. So now let's go ahead and put try, and we're just putting try and catch method so that we don't have to we can catch exceptions like this. So now inside this, we will put file input stream. We will just name this file1, for example, equals to new file input stream, and then let's go ahead and give the same name. Just like we have written object in this file, so we have to give the same name. So it's like names.txt text, and now let's open this curly braces and just hit enter. This will write everything for you. And in the similar manner, now you have to declare object. It's like input stream. So this is basically to read your object. So I'll just name it re, and then let's go to new. Let's go to an object. Oh, sorry, there's spelling mistake. Yeah, object input stream, and let's give this same name that we have assigned to this object input stream. So it's file1. So let's go ahead and write it file1. So now let's in this. Now you can see some errors right here. It's because you haven't imported these two statements right here. So you can click this error right like this, and you can double click this to import it. Else I prefer using the keyboard shortcut, that is Control Shift and I. Oh sorry, it's Control Shift and O. Oh sorry, I think it's I. Control Shift and I. Okay, now let's click this, and you can see add catch clause to surround try. So just double click this, and you will find this exception right here. So now you can just read the objects. So now to read the objects, you should basically mention the type of data type that you have assigned. So for example, mine is string, so I'll just give like string, and I will name it name underscore 1 is equal to, so it's a type, you have to mention the types again, string string. And now what you can do is you can just use rea.read object in this way. So now, oh sorry, it's sometimes Eclipse overdoes the work, so don't worry about it, you can just do it again. So now let's go ahead and do the same thing for name2 as well. Name2 is equal to string, and then let's go ahead and do like read object in this manner. And now the final one, string, maybe I prefer copying and pasting it, so I'll just do it this, Control C, I'll just go down, I'll just paste it, and I'll just do it name3. I've just given the name for these data types. All right, so basically we are trying to read the objects right here that has been written by us in names.txt file in this way. So now let's go ahead and display the it's again the same. It's actually a read object. All right, it's actually a read object in this way, a read object. So now let's go ahead and there's some exception. No, there's no exception. Okay, so let's go ahead and print this out. So to print it out, I'll just do name1, and again name2 in this way, and finally name3. So in this way, here's some exception, just click it and add clause to surround try in this way, and now it's done. So now basically you just have to call this method in our main method. So let me call this method right here. It's read and then double quote in this way. So now maybe our program is done. So let's go ahead and run it. So if this program is fine, then it will display Johnny Sins, Nikki, and Undertaker. So let's go ahead and run it. Yeah, it displays in the similar manner. Now you can go ahead and try this on your own, because this file input stream and file output stream are very useful to you guys. So now in next tutorial we will learn to read and write arrays, so that is also important. So if you like this tutorial, then give it a like and be there in next tutorial.